All right.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We're just going to wait for everybody to come in.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Just going to give it a little bit for everybody to sign in and join us. The numbers are going up. Welcome. Good afternoon to those who have just joined. Okay. Numbers seem to have stopped going up, so I guess we can start. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our second virtual live tour of Costa Rica. I'm just going to do a very quick introduction before passing you over to our guys out in Costa Rica itself. My name is Paul Stanbury. I work in the Nature Trek office here in the UK, and my colleague Barney Jones is joining me this afternoon as well. And then over in Costa Rica, we have Erick Guzman and Paco Madrigal, two great guides who have been very, very experienced in the country, great birders, great naturalists, and led quite a few nature trek trips as well over the years. So where are we going to go today? We're going to take to Costa Rica, a small country on the narrow isthmus of Central America that joins North America and South America, covers only 0.1% of the world's landmass, but has over 5% of its biodiversity. And that includes over 900 species of bird, which is more than been recorded in the USA and Canada put together. So an incredible diversity of bird life and other wildlife. And we're going to hope to show you some of that over the next 45 minutes or so. We are based at Arenal Observatory Lodge for our virtual tour on the slopes of the Arenal Volcano, although sadly it's a bit cloudy this morning, so at the moment you can't see the volcano, but you have to imagine a huge majestic volcano sitting behind Erick and Paco. And Arenal is in the center of Costa Rica. I think Barney has a map that's going to just show us exactly where Arenal is. Let's say central Costa Rica. We're up in the sort of mid-elevation forests, and the Arenal National Park is home to almost half the species of birds that occur in Costa Rica. So an incredibly diverse place. So yeah. Without further ado, I'm going to pass you over to the guys in Costa Rica. The sun rose over them only 15 minutes ago, so we're it's sunrise. Bird activity is going wild at the moment. So let's get out there and see some Costa Rican birds. So over to Erick and Paco.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining us. And my name is Paco Madrigal. I've been a naturalist for a long time. I love to do this. And today, like Paul said, we're on the Caribbean slope of the country. If you take the country, the mountain range goes from northwest to southeast. So we're like in the central mountain range, but on the Caribbean slope of the rainforest at 750 meters above sea level. It's a wonderful place for wildlife, birds, and all kinds. And yeah, we hope to show you many of them today. It's a wonderful place, one of my favorite places. Yeah. Up to you, Erick.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our virtual tour, Costa Rica. It is a pleasure to have you all here. My name is Erick Guzman. Very happy, and I hope to show you as many birds as possible this morning. This is a wonderful time right now. We can hear some Crested Guan passing by, so it is time. Let's go for birds. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah.
Great. Yes, let's go for it.
Yeah.
And my first bird I'm gonna show you this morning, it will be actually a Crested Guan.
All right.
All right, look, this is a Crested Guan right here. You can see the red throat right here. So you can see a little bit of the identification. So it's got a red throat. It is such a big bird. It is actually the second largest in this family, a Crassidae family. It is in a Cecropia tree right now. They travel in flock. I have seen like maybe 10 already passing by right now here, and a little bit noisy when they actually fly away. But I have something else right here, right in the same tree. Would you like to see a toucan right now? Okay, this is a toucan, Ed.
Like to see a toucan.
Look what I have right here. Okay, let me just zoom in a little bit. Okay, let me just get in here. There you go. Look what you have right here. It's a collar aracati or aracati. This is the part of this Ramphastidae family. Long beak up, just one pop up a little bit. A beautiful color aracati, and the other one was the Crested Guan, right in the same Cecropia tree. This is a magic tree. First, it is always open. It is good to see a bird because there's not much vegetation on it, like bromeliads or different epiphytes. So we are able to see a really good view, which is sometimes one of the big challenge in the rainforest, that trees are covered by different epiphytes. So this one is very nice because it's always like this
So
clear.
Erick, do you have there a Crested Guan?
Yes. No, I have a toucan right now. What do you have?
Toucan right now. Sorry.
We swap
Because
over
I'm
to
looking
you.
at the screen on the top right. So I have a great Curassow female, and I'm here right next to the lodge, right next to the reception. And this is a female great Curassow. It's one of the largest bird. Here's a male coming over there. There were like 7 of them. So this is one of the largest birds of Costa Rica. Female is brown with a big crest and barred tail. So there you go. There you're looking at. Oh, there she goes. She went down. Usually they spend most of the day on the ground, and but sometimes they have to go up into the trees to feed.
And this is a turkey-sized bird, isn't it? So it is a really a very large species.
It is big, Paul. I mean, we're talking one of the largest, could weigh maybe up to 6 kilograms, 5 to 6 kilograms. Yeah, there's a lot of meat. There's a lot of meat on them. Wonderful birds. You don't see these birds unless you're in a protected area, a national park reserve, where they've been protected for a long time, because of the same reason. You know, they were hunted before. Not any longer now. Hunting in our country is vanishing. In fact, in 2012, they vanished of the sport hunting in our country. So no more hunting of pigeons, no more hunting of ducks, and so on, and including these birds as well.
Okay, I have a toucan right here. Actually, we have the largest toucan in Costa Rica. This is a yellow-throated toucan. In some of the Costa Rican book, you will find it at black mandible or chestnut mandible, which I like it better. Chestnut mandible toucan right here, one of the largest toucan in Costa Rica.
That's lovely.
Now we got
you.
2 members on this family Ramphastidae. We got the collared aracati, and we also have the chestnut mandible toucan. We are just waiting for the 3rd species, which is the Keel-billed Toucan. Sometimes show up this time in the morning.
So you get all 3 species at Arenal, do you? Erick?
Well, so it depends. Can you see a little bit? Actually, where I'm pointing out right now is the volcano, which is cloudy right now, but you can see a little bit right there. Is very dense vegetation. That's the forest. So
Sorry to interrupt. I think we have to go over to Paco. He's had a woodpecker at a nest hole at the moment. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Oh no!
Oh,
He just
bad
flew
timing.
away.
Just
He
blown
flew
away.
But I do hope that you saw that. That was a black-cheeked woodpecker, and we found the nest yesterday afternoon. So he's been coming to the nest. Woodpeckers in Costa Rica, we can say we have like small ones. We have like small, medium, and large. And this one that you just saw was a medium. In the medium, group of woodpeckers. So we have like Olivaceous picolet, which is one of the smallest woodpecker on Earth. And then we have this group of Melanerpes, which is black-cheeked and red belly and red crown Hoffmans. And then we have the large woodpeckers, which are lineated and pale-bill. But anyways, that was nice. We know where he's nesting now, so I'm gonna keep an eye on him, and he or she is gonna come back very soon.
What have you got there, Erick?
I got a female green honeycreeper.
Yeah.
Female. Let me just try to zoom in a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, the female is all green. Males are actually very beautiful birds. It's actually black with, green with a black mask. It is very gorgeous. And right below, we have a sulfur belly flycatcher. Do you see it both?
Nice.
Right here.
Yeah,
yes,
we can see that.
Sulfur belly.
Yeah.
Yes, let me shake a little bit, but yes, a sulfur belly flycatcher right there. A little bit far away in the distance. Oops, the honeycreeper female just took off. We have right here our sulfur belly flycatcher. It's a little bit pretty right now. This is great. Where I am located right now in one of the gardens. As you can see, there is a lot of fruiting trees around here at the edge of the forest. Oh my God! Oh look! Sorry, I got one of the biggest woodpeckers right here. Let's see.
What's going on?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, great. This is good.
Fantastic.
Good visitors coming to that tree right there, the Cecropia. This is a
My
lineated woodpecker.
Wow,
Dryocopus
that is-
lineatus. This is related to one of the biggest woodpeckers in the United States. Remember the pileated? We have a lineated right here, Dryocopus lineatus. This is a beautiful woodpecker. One of the biggest in Costa Rica. I'm glad, Paco, we already saw the black chica. There you go. It took off, but also in the same magic tree, the Cecropia dead tree, where you can see way up there, we have also the yellow-throated toucan as well.
Again.
I think we just
Again,
keep the telescope on that one tree. You seem to have the.
They love
No need
this
to go
tree.
any
Yeah.
Erick, that is a magic tree. Just keep that
I
tree.
told you, I love this tree right here. All the very actually, if you see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 toucans in the same
No
tree.
way.
Yes,
Wow.
let's say out of 5. Actually, one more just came in. Oops.
Wow.
This, and also right here on the ground, I have a couple of great Curassow as well.
Right.
Female. Look,
Wow.
isn't that beautiful?
Yes,
We got
it
the
is.
female right here. As Paco said before, the male is all black. One of the largest member in this family, Crassidae. We call it all the pavón in Spanish, the pavón.
Mhm.
Great. Look at the female, it's actually very beautiful.
Erick, I actually like her better than him. She looks, looks nicer. With that bar tail and the big crest and the all rufous. Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with him, but I like her better.
Look at the crested one flying across. Yes, I really like great Curassows. Actually, this is one of the best places in Costa Rica to see these birds, to be honest. You see, like you're here walking on the ground, but it's very tricky. Sometimes when you're here in the forest and you're looking for the bird in the ground, and sometimes the male is just above your head, high up in the tree, calling, which is very tricky. You don't find it, but you hear it calling all the time. It's very, oops, Okay, the Crested Guan.
Oh, I did hear the oropendola. I did hear
Go
the
ahead.
oropendola somewhere.
Yes, I'm going back to the toucan because the tree is full of toucan right now.
Oh my God.
Look at this. They're both breeding right there.
Excellent. Yeah, we all want to see
Well,
toucans.
they're all over the place.
Wow.
I think just in this
Magnificent.
15 minutes, it gives us a fantastic idea just how diverse and how abundant the birds are in Costa Rica. It's one of the
Yes.
best birding countries anywhere in the world.
That's right. That's right, Paul. Yeah. We're lucky. We're well positioned. You know, we're in between North America and South America. Central America is just making that connection, the bridge, and a lot of migrations over time from both. So yes, and these are little, you know, small countries like Costa Rica and Panama, which is very narrow, but very diverse. You know, in a very small piece of land, you have dry forest, cloud forest, rainforest, everything. So yes, that's wonderful.
There was a Crested Guan just passing by right here on the ground. Yes, that's correct. Oh, yes. Let me see. I think I get the other species of toucan right here. Let's see. Oh, yes. Yes, we got the Keel-billed Toucan right there far away.
Hey,
We can barely see it right now.
all 3 toucans in 15 minutes. That's not bad going.
Oh,
my
this
God.
is so.
Three
Let me see.
different
This
species of toucans. That's
is
wonderful.
one of the most beautiful. I would say this is my. We
They
got,
got them
both right
both
now. As you
side by
can see.
side.
We have the yellow-throated on the left and of the
Uh-huh.
screen, and the Keel-billed Toucan or
My
rainbow-billed
Erick.
toucan.
Yeah. Wonderful. Maybe you should send some of those birds down here.
But listen for a moment. Let me see if you're gonna call.
Okay.
Can you hear that?
No, I don't.
Sounds like a frog up in the tree. Crack, crack,
For whatever the
crack,
reason, I don't
crack.
hear it. I hope the rest of the people are hearing it.
Oh yeah, they are. Look at that, beautiful. Look at the colorful bill, colorful beak, a yellow in the throat, black, a white rump, and red also. Oh, we heard also the oropendola. Oops, just to cough.
Yeah.
There he goes, flying right there.
And are the toucans coming in to feed on fruit in particular trees at the moment?
But where I just saw it, it was in the cedar tree. And yes, they're probably just jumping around. There is a lot of fruit and trees at the moment. Actually, it's feeding right now. Let me just try to reset it on the scope right here. Yeah, a lot of fruit and trees. So look,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
feeding right
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Wow, the most beautiful. So we got 3 of the species. What I was saying before, we have a very dense primary or old growth forest right in my back. And we also can find right here the yellow-eared, which is one of the specialties of the Observatory Lodge. Yellow-eared toucanet, which is one of the smallest and one of the harder species to find. Remember that we are just on the edge of the forest. We are not walked any of the trails that they have right here, but we have access to the national park. We have access to the Cerro Chato, which is another dormant volcano right next to Arenal. And for sure, if you visit Costa Rica, you should visit Arenal because the rainforest is beautiful, middle elevation, lots of birds and wildlife, but also we have our treasure right here, the beauty of the volcano. Look, there it goes, Keel-billed Toucan.
Wow. It is a must. It is a
sulphurus.
must. If you come to Costa Rica, Arenal Volcano, it's a must. You must visit this area, which is full of attractions. You have the volcano, you have the lake, you have all the colorful birds, tanagers and toucans, and all the rainforest around the volcano. Yeah, it's a wonderful place.
I got a Montezuma Oropendola right here in the scope.
Go for
Montezuma.
it.
Back in the same cedar tree, as you can see, cedar is one of the timber woods that we have in Costa Rica. There you go, flew away. Oh, one is still there. Montezuma Oropendolas are amazing. Look at the orange beak they have, the white ear patch, yellow tail. This is the largest oriole of the world. If we see, we have a lot of members in this family, Icteridae in Costa Rica. I just saw the other species of Oropendola here in the Caribbean side, which is the chestnut-headed. But if you go in the south, you should be able to find also a. Oh, you hear that?
Oh, yes.
That was
Crested.
that was the call. We have the crested, yes, in the south. Oop, this is the Montezuma Oropendola's call. It is very funny. I really wanted to show you the nest. The nest is amazing, just hanging high up from the trees. They can go up for 20, 40 nests in the same tree.
Right.
Here you go.
Right.
You hear that? Oh,
it's fantastic to see them displaying like that, calling.
Very noisy.
That is wonderful. There's not much. I mean, there is a difference between male and females on these Oropendolas, not so much in color, but size. Oh, here comes one. Okay, one is arriving here. I was telling you that the male and the female, they look alike in general, but the male is twice as big. He's like, if the female is 300 grams, he's like half a kilo or more. The male is bigger. So there is one alpha male in a colony. The colony, like Erick said, you can have 30 to 40 nests on the same tree. They use the same tree every year. And the females being smaller is because they are the only ones who build the nest. You know, they have to go to the thin branches and start weaving. Okay, so here's other birds like tanagers and other things. So let me see if I'm gonna move my scope. Everybody.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Yes, go ahead.
Erick,
Meanwhile,
Erick's
I'm
on a
looking for
fantastic
that.
toucan at the moment, so we're being kept entertained.
But also, look where I am right here, right on the garden. Can you hear the toucan calling right now?
No, can't quite pick that up, Erick.
Okay. Let me see if I can find this Keel-billed again. The Keel-billed Toucan. That's the one right now calling. Oh, we hear the Oropendola far away. Yeah. Can you hear something like a frog calling in the distance?
No, I don't think the phones are picking it up.
Yeah. It is I just also heard the mudmud, the rufous mudmud far away in the distance also.
Wow.
And the parakeets, the orange sheen just flew by, orange sheen parakeets. And I have, all right, listen.
Nice.
Oh, that's a great close-up, Paco.
That's Montezuma Oropendola right there.
Fantastic.
Yep. You can see the black bill. I'm a little bit too close to them, and that's why I cannot get the whole bird. But you can see its yellow tail, big yellow tail. You can see this is a male. He's bigger. He's in full.
Paco, I have a masked tatira. I just came here. Masked tatira.
Go for it. Get it.
Oh yeah, nice. Well,
do you see that white bird with the black
well
wings, red face, all white in the back? This is one of the species of the tatira. We have right here mask. We also have the black crown, also sometimes coming here to the same tree. And we can also hear the rufous mudmud calling in the distance.
I hear that.
Do you hear that? Yes. Rufous mudmud also in the distance, which is one of the species. Oropendola also calling. Let me see, because I saw something else right there. I think it looks like just took off. It was a plain zenith. A plain zenith also. Actually still there. Let me see if I can get it.
And is that one of the family of wood creepers that creep up and down the branches of the trees?
Yes, I think when I was pointed the Oropendola, He was, but he's coming back and forth, so it's really hard to catch in the scoop. So.
Oh, Paco seems to have a tanager.
Something.
Yeah, that's a tanager. Can you see the tanager?
Yeah,
This is the tanager, one of the most colorful birds in our country. This is a scarlet. Now it's gone back to scarlet rumped. You can see a little bit of red on his back, but he's got a bluish beak and then black, overall. Bluish beak, black overall with a red rump. That is a male, now called scarlet rumped tanager. Can you see it well?
Very well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Excellent. You know that we all have like we naturalists, we nature lovers, we have a moment, or we had a bird or something that started us as a naturalist. And to me, that was the bird. That was the very first bird on Earth that I saw through a pair of telescopes. And then after I saw that bird through a pair of a pair of binoculars, then that was it. I was hooked for the rest of my life. And I was like 14 or 15 years old. That's the first bird I saw through a pair of telescopes.
Spectacular bird. So
yeah,
it looks like it's sitting on somebody's windowsill at the moment. Is it on a bird?
He's sitting on a railing in front of the restaurant. He's not coming to the feed. Oh, it's a little bit blurry. Yeah, there.
Eric has a guan by the look of it.
Yeah, crested guan right here.
Oh, there you went. Oh, and there she is. Okay.
Let's see if I can. A beautiful view of the crested one. You can see the speckles in the breast. It is actually a big bird. It is a big bird. And also really close right here, I have the female of the scarlet rump tanager. Let me see if I can get it.
Nice. So, Paul, you know why they come around the buildings? Everybody else, they come around the buildings because it is. It's early in the morning here, so the lights overnight, attract a lot of insects.
This is the female. The female. I'm sorry, Paco.
Nice.
This is the female of the scarlet rump tanager. You see how different it is.
Very, very different. Totally different. You would have thought it was totally different species.
What a challenge! It looks like completely different. Actually, we had it at some point split it into two species: cherry tanager for the Pacific and scarlet rump for the Atlantic. And at some point they call it passerinis for the Atlantic and cherries for the Pacific. Now they went back to the scarlet rump, all the species. So they put in one species, the scarlet rump, because the female on the Pacific side looks completely different, like the female on the Atlantic side. There he goes. But the one you're looking at now, Pacific and Atlantic, is now called the scarlet rump tanager. What a difference, up to the 920 or so species we have in Costa Rica. Just imagine male and female looking different. What a challenge for bird watchers sometimes to identify the species. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I have a troop of spider monkeys, but
sorry, Paco. Paco, I have another member of that family. I had the chachalaca here. Where is it? Oops, let me see. Sorry. There he goes. Oh, I had a chachalaca, another member of the Crasidae family. And now we have 3 species. We have the crested guan, great Curassow, and now we have the gray-headed chachalaca. The third
is that the same magic tree, Erick?
Oh, that's Cecropia tree's magic. This is the same. Look, the funny tree. And there is a really funny story behind the tree. Do you know, Paco, about the Cecropia tree? Of course. And we have the one of the reasons is always no epiphytes growing or parasitic plants growing on it is because it's being protected by a group of Azteca ants, the famous Azteca ants and the Cecropia tree, which is like a hollow tree. It has a bunch of ants living inside. So the ants protect the tree, but the tree provides food and house for the ants as well.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
It is a great symbiotic relationship when two species actually depend of each other.
Yeah.
Great. So we have a lot of Cecropia tree. It's a very common tree in the secondary forest or open areas. It's actually one of the pioneer species. It's a fast-growing tree. Okay, I see two more of chachalacas right there in the dead Cecropia tree. There you go.
And the chachalaca gets its name from its call, isn't it? It has a very loud chachalaca.
Correct. Correct. They are very loud. Very loud bird.
I have to laugh. I have to laugh because I have to tell you and everybody in the audience, and please don't get offended, women. But here in my country, when we have a group of women, we call them chachalacas. We call them chachalacas because they're just so noisy. But that is just the funny. Everybody, if you tell them here in our country, they're gonna know when you say chachalacas. Oh yeah, that's a group of women. Anyways, there's a little story about the chachalaca.
Oh, I have the woodpecker back in the
wow.
Cecropia tree, the lineated woodpecker, which is a great view right now.
Right.
Oh,
Excellent.
that's fantastic view, Eric.
Now maybe you want
Wow.
to. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, wonderful.
He's
So
checking
yeah,
for some ants.
yeah, excellent, excellent. Okay, let's see.
So is this a male or a female, or are they similar?
They are very similar. Yes, both sexes are similar here. It's hard to tell which is the male, which is the female. Oh, a toucan is being chased by a tropical kimber, which is coming here. Look, look, look. Ooh, he's perched right on top of my head. The tropical kimber, very aggressive flycatcher, has been chasing the. Okay, let me see. I got something else right here. Oh, we have a becard, a rose-throated becard here. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Holy moly! Is that on the same tree? My God.
No, that's a different tree
very
right
cool.
now. It is on one of the melastomataceae, one of the melastomes.
Mhm.
Also, that was a rose-throated becard, and this is a yes, and this is a sulfur belly flycatcher again. I still hearing the mudmots calling in the distance. So as I said before, we are just at the edge of the forest, so like wrens and mudmots and some of the ant birds, we're not gonna come all the way out here. They actually keep calling inside the trails. Let me see, because I have right here a blue-gray tanager as well. Let me see if I can find it.
And for everybody, look at this. This is our national bird, clay-colored thrush.
Paco, sorry
Can
to
you
interrupt right here now. Interrupt, Paco, we have another woodpecker right here.
Go for it, go for it, go for it.
Far away, look at that. This is the pale-billed.
Oh, no way.
Pale-billed woodpecker, sorry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look, oof.
Oh, wonderful.
Campephilus guatemalensis. We have the largest woodpecker in Costa Rica right here, related to the extinct ivory bill. There you go, took off. And you can tell the difference by the color of the beak. It was all like this ivory color. That was great. Pale-billed woodpecker.
That's not to take away from your national bird, Paco. We would still like your clay-coloured thrush.
A little bit too modest, Paul. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, you know, when you think of, you know, Guatemala, what is their national bird? Oh my God, their national bird is a resplendent quetzal in Guatemala. You go to Salvador, Nicaragua, what do they have? Turquoise-browed mudmot, beautiful birds. I mean, any of those birds are just gorgeous. What do we have? Clay-colored thrush. But there's a little bit of folklore. There is a little bit of, you know, Costa Rica is still an agricultural country. There is a little bit of that folklore where farmers.
This is a blue-gray tanager. I have a blue-gray tanager right here. Sorry, Paco, to interrupt.
No, go.
As Paco said before, very colorful bird. This is not as colorful as the other tanagers, but this is one of the most common species coming right here to the feeders or right in open areas. Male and females looks the same. There he goes. Sorry, Paco, go ahead.
No. I'm hearing hepatic tanager, but I'm not.
Oh,
I don't know that you can hear hepatic tanager. No, I was telling you about our national bird because people always ask, "Why is that your national bird?" You know, and I could choose a different one, but I'm sure I will make a lot of enemies in the birding community if I suggest, "Hey, let's change the national bird." But anyway,
I
I'm seeing a troop
we've
of
heard,
spider monkeys moving around. Let me see if I can get one of those for you.
okay, that'd be great. When's the best time of year to visit Costa Rica?
In between December, I'll say in between December and April, May. That will be the best time. The weather is better, and
sorry,
there are a lot of birds.
I have a variable seed eater right now here.
Okay,
Atlantic
get it.
Caribbean side morph. Variable seed eaters is all black with the white dots in the wing. It's hard to see right now because it's facing me. But yeah, oh, there you go, it's took off. All black with the white dot in the wing. But also I have a rufous tail hummingbird.
Nice.
Our first hummingbird of the VT.
Yes, first hummingbird of the day.
Yeah.
Orange beak, rusty color of the tail. This is one of the most common and territorial species of hummingbirds. Very common, very much all over the country. The second largest family, Trichili, and endemic of the new tropics, from Alaska all the way to Tierra del Fuego, Argentina. We have more than 50 species only for Costa Rica. Just imagine, only for Costa Rica, more than 50 species of hummingbird.
Yeah.
This is great. Rufous tail hummingbird.
Paco, what do you have?
I do have a crested guan, and this is another member of the Crassidae, the big birds, turkey-like kind of birds, a little smaller than the great Curassow that Erick was showing you before. You can see the white. Where did he go? Oh, you can't lose this bird. It's a little too big to lose. So you can see the white spots on his chest and belly, and you can see a red wattle, and you can see a crest that they put up sometimes, not always, and that's where they get their name, crested guan. Big birds, big. And these birds are usually up in the trees. Rarely they come down to the ground, but and you cannot tell, you know, male and female. It's very difficult to separate them. I hope they can. Oh, do you hear that? There is like a, can you hear me? That's the sound of the great Curassow. There are some birds, the birds are starting to call.
I think Erick's got the, it's gone.
Oh, it's gone right now. Yeah.
What do you have, Erick?
I had the pale-billed woodpecker again, but it flew away.
Oh no! Wow, that's wonderful.
But I also
I
hearing
don't
an
know.
euphonia. I also hearing euphonia right now calling. Let's see if I can find it. I can hear yellow crown euphonia.
Excellent.
Let's see.
So, Paco, is this the breeding season for most of your birds at the moment, or do they breed throughout the year since you're in the tropics?
Yeah, this is, you know, there is a peak, and I would say March and April is when most of them are, April is when most of them are nesting. But, you know, because we're in the new tropics, there is no low temperatures or high temperatures. There's no lack of food. There's all the conditions are always there for nesting. So you will have most of the birds nesting in that time, the first month of the year. But then you can have owls, you can have wrens, you can have all kinds of other birds nesting at other times of the year as well. As I said, you know, like birds like kingfishers, they depend a lot on the levels of the water. So those, they have a more marked time of nesting, as well as hummingbirds. Hummingbirds are like the first ones, December, January, November, December, January, when they start nesting. There is kind of like the end of the rainy season and the beginning of the dry season. So there are a lot more flowers and yeah. But yeah, it's wonderful when you have all these birds nesting. We have 900 plus different species of birds in our country. At least 600, close to 700 are resident, meaning that they nest here. Another 200 plus are migrant birds like warblers, waders, raptors, herons, and things that come from North America down south.
So you were saying the best time for birding is our winter, but of course, since you have got such a lot of resident bird, you can go at any time of year, can't you, and still see
That's right.
Species. You just got to put up with a little bit more rain if you go during the wetter months. That's
correct, Paul. Yeah. There is no, I mean, you come here, you're going to see a lot of, birds no matter what. But you're right. I mean, you may have to put up with a little bit of rain here and there. But I mean, that is our weather. Our weather is wet and wetter. I mean, we don't have like winter and autumn.
Sorry to interrupt, Paco.
Sorry,
Eric, I think has a house, is it house wren?
Correct. That's the northern house wren. It's calling right now. Oops. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Look at that beauty. One of the smallest, we call it cucarachero, like a cockroach eater. The cucarachero or the northern house wren. Correct. That's the one we have right here.
Which, by the way, and sorry to interrupt, Eric, but by the way, this is also Troglodyctis. The wren that you have at home is called Troglodyctis, and this is also very close related to Troglodyctis. Oh, I have a male great Curassow. Let me see if I can show you the male great Curassow, which is somewhere. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Here comes. It's all black. It's got a yellow knob. It's coming towards the fruit. It's on the ground at the moment. Oh, not showing now. Oh, he went behind some plants. Okay, but well, here he comes. He's coming even closer. Where is it? There you go. I'll get him when he gets settled. He's gonna come to. Oh my God, I can smell that coffee and bacon. They're cooking breakfast here. Oh my God. So
what time is it with you at the moment?
Oh, it's I don't know, maybe six something, 6 in the morning.
Yeah, so I think you're 7 hours behind the UK at the moment.
That's right. That's right.
Back to the woodpecker right there. Pale-billed woodpecker.
It's impossible.
Oh no,
to get
sorry.
This is
the lineated. This is the other one. You can tell right here. Look at the color of the bill. Color of the beak is all black. You can see that the stripe on the sides of the head. We had both right in the same tree.
So Erick,
pale-billed and the
both of them. You got the lineated and the pale-billed woodpeckers.
Correct. Both of the largest woodpecker right here in Costa Rica.
Excellent. Very well.
This is the lineated woodpecker. Actually, sorry.
I was going to say, we've seen all these birds really without either you or Paco having to move any more than 1 or 2 steps.
Look, this is the pale-billed. We have the pale-billed. Pale-billed right here. Look at the color of the beak. You see, ivory color or whitish. Look at the stripe on the back. It's a Camphiphilus guatemalensis. It's in the same genus of the ivory bill. And the lineated is in the Dryocopus lineatus, in the genus of the pileated woodpecker of United States. Let's see. Yep, I think it moved over here a
I
little
don't
bit.
think, I don't know. I don't think you have, well, maybe in Europe you have like a what would that be, Paul? Like a black
We have
black woodpecker?
black woodpecker in Europe, which is about the same size as your
That's
lineage,
right.
quite different in color.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's one of the largest woodpeckers. Yeah. I have a great Curassow male here, but he's a little too close to me. I need to push him away because it doesn't fit in the telescope. Here's a female. Okay, let's see. She's gonna stay there.
Well,
Okay,
well,
let me see.
everybody, I can't believe it, but we've reached 45 minutes already. It has,
Oh no!
I know, absolutely flown by. But Paco, Eric, if you're happy to keep going for another 15, 20 minutes or so, then if you're happy to do that, then that's what we'll do.
Well, we can't
We
leave.
are happy.
Look at that too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're more than happy. Look at what Erick's got. He's got a nice.
The toucan is saying, no, don't go away yet. That's what he's saying right now. Look at that beautiful yellow-throated toucan or chestnut mandible toucan in some of your bird book of Costa Rica. Very loud, very loud. We can hear actually. I may be what, like 600 meters from Paco, and I bet Paco can hear it from there. Very loud bird. Yeah.
I can hear it. I can hear that toucan very well.
There was a black-throated wren calling also.
So do you have any tourists at the moment in Costa Rica?
None. Very few. Very, 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 very few, Paul. Yeah, there is a group here, a group there, but most of the lodges and hotels, they're not open. Most of the guides like ourselves who we're at home, you know, doing things at home, the kitchen garden, painting the house and doing that kind of thing. There is not a whole lot of tourists, but little by little, right, starting to come back, Paul.
Okay, good. Glad to hear it. So just to say, everybody, today, obviously, completely free of charge, and we hope you've been enjoying it. If you would like to leave a tip or donation, that would be very gratefully received. We'll send you a follow-up email afterwards with a species list and a link to donate. Like I say, no obligation at all, but would be very much appreciated.
I have right here in my scope one of the most beautiful tanagers in Costa Rica, the golden hooded tanager. Yes, look at that beauty. This is what we call it, the 7 colors or the 7 colores.
Yeah. Excellent.
Beautiful. Golden hooded tanager. Very windy, as you can see.
This bird is so big that I can only show you little parts.
Yeah, hang on, let me spotlight you.
Just a crest. Golden hooded tanager is a nice bird. I'm a little bit disappointed. We got a bunch of, remember Paul, Barney, and everybody that we had honeycreepers and all these things. They're not trying. Oh, I hear a scarlet rump tanager. Let me see if I can get the scarlet rump tanager back to you. Erick, go ahead.
I think Curassows are scaring all the birds off the bird table. All the other birds.
Yeah. That could be happening. Here's a male again. This is my bird. This is the bird who started me on all of this. Scarlet rump tanager now, like Erick explained.
That's lovely.
It was split before into 2 species, one for the Caribbean called Passerinis tanager, and one for the Pacific called Cherries tanager. But now they decided they're going to go back to scarlet rump tanager, which was the original name of this bird. But this is the male. He's got blue beak. He's mostly black. I mean, that's really black and really red. And she is a little bit different. She's brownish. She shares the same color as the beak. She also has a bluish beak, but she's brownish. Remember that on this part of the world,
sorry, Erick's got what looks like.
Sorry, Paco, I had a scarlet.
Go.
Oh,
another
no!
beauty. Oh, there it goes. We got it. The
no.
scarlet fight duckness. The scarlet fight
Excellent.
duckness.
That's a
That
beautiful
was
bird. And I know that you don't have but these are small birds. These are little birds. So to get them in the scope and get a good view, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I have to say, both of you have been doing a fantastic job with that. We know it's not easy, but you've been doing great.
Excellent. The activity was not so bad, Paul and Barney. Yeah, I think.
the activity's been fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, there he goes. Oh, he's chasing her now. He's okay. Let me see if I can show. Oh, just make up your mind. They're just going around the buildings because I presume that right now they're feeding babies. So when they're feeding babies, they are after more protein, like butterflies and moth and all kinds of things that comes to the light. Do you see his red rump right there?
That's a very well named bird.
great.
Scarlet rump tanager.
We have another crested guan also sitting on the tree. There you go. Let's see.
A question about Arenal Volcano. It's still active, is that right?
It's still active, very little. There's a fumarole up at the top, but it went quiet in 2010. That's when it went quiet. But it's a volcano that before that had been active, very active since 1968, when the first eruption came. 1958. The local people, the people that live around the volcano, they didn't even know there was a volcano. They just called it a mountain because it had been quiet for about 500 years. This is a young volcano, a volcano of maybe less than 8,000 years or something like that. It's called a stratovolcano. You know, it's a volcano that is built on layers and layers and layers. Yes. But it's not quite active. Before it was quite a show, Paul. You know, remember when at night when there were eruptions, these big boulders, because that's the type of lava. It's a lot of sand. Sand, in fact, is English for arena, which is arena. Arenal is the name of the volcano. That's the type of lava. A lot of sand and a lot of big boulders that are flying out of the volcano.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's it that Erick's got just in shot. Just had the base of the volcano, right, shrouded in cloud still.
Yeah, what
Yes.
we can see at the moment
Right.
is that the volcano actually looms above the lodge. So it's a shame the cloud base is down so low. But you get a spectacular view of the volcano from the observatory lodge, which is essentially on the lower slopes of the mountain.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes. Actually, right there you can see right the base of the volcano right there from side to side. And also we have another dorm volcanoes on the right hand side, right there on the screen. We have the Cerro Chato, which is also accessible. People take a hike over there all the way up to the crater. And also there's a big lagoon right there. It's a dormant volcano. And the active volcano is the Arenal. It should be there, right there on the way up to the top. It's now cloudy, but in a clear day, you have a wonderful view from here. We are one of the closest points to the volcano from here. Paco, what do you have right there?
No, I'm just pointing at the lake. This lake is a man-made lake by the electricity company. In 1968, when the volcano erupted, you know, 3 or 4 small villages vanished. You know, everybody was gone. So they used the electricity company. They used the valley for hydro, you know, like to build a dam, hydroelectric power, and they moved the people, the village, a little bit more up in the mountain, and so the new place is called Nuevo Arenal. But yes, so the idea was to build a dam and also to move people a little bit farther away from the dangerous volcano. Back then, not now. Now it's a friendly volcano.
Great.
So we've had a lot of people who are tuning in saying how much they've enjoyed today. Thank you very much for your kind comments, and also several who have travelled to Costa Rica with us in the not so distant past, and really enjoying reminiscing. Really, so yeah, Erick and Paco, you've done a fantastic job and brought a lot of smiles to people today.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you everyone for actually joining us today for this virtual tool. I hope next time, sorry, let me just flip the camera. I hope next time you should be able, to visit us, travel to Costa Rica. That would be great. It will be our pleasure to take you and show you around. This is just a little bit of our country, but I know in the future you should be able to travel with us and show you more about our biodiversity of Costa Rica. It would be great. Thank you again for joining us today.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, everybody, everyone. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's an interesting situation because we cannot move. Our job, Erick and mine, is, we walk through the forest and you're finding frogs and this and that and lizards and birds and everything. But I'm happy that we were able to find some of these colorful birds for you, for everybody. Thank you for joining. We hope to see you down in Costa Rica at some point. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Paco and Erick. It's been fantastic. We've all really enjoyed it. And of course, if anybody has any questions on any of the Costa Rica tours that we operate, please don't hesitate to get in contact. On several of our tours, we stay at the Observatory Lodge, so you can go and enjoy it and witness it yourself with Erick or Paco or another of the great guides out there. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody. So I think,
and also Paul and Barney, looking forward to the next one, whether it's up in the mountains of Salegre and the hummingbirds or wherever we go. We would like to show you more about our small country.
That's very true, Paco. Yeah, we are doing another one up in the Talamanca Mountains. I can't remember the date off the top of my head, but it's on our website, and so we're going to show you some fantastic hummingbirds. And if we're really lucky, fingers crossed, maybe even a quetzal. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So do join us on that one as well.
Excellent. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. You have a wonderful afternoon.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.